past my time. This is Shirley Temple's first official film debut, not short film debut. The the Little Miss Marker. Yeah, this is about 80 minutes, so let's get started. It's pretty short, so it's not going to take very long to do this one. I used to watch a lot of old movies when I was a kid because of my aunt. Little Miss Marker, Shirley Temple. This is a black and white movie. Both of them, this and Now and Forever. Cabaret. Hi. Everybody used to wear hats, smoked, and girls had short hair, short curly hair. That was the style at the time. If you've seen the original King Kong, you'll know. Mm-hmm. I know the feeling. I just spent $8 today on t-shirts. That was a lot of money in the 30s. $2 grand. Back then, there was no diversity hiring. It was very rare in the 30s. But there were way more racists back then than there are now in the 2020s. At least people of color get a lot of work, so you can't say that. They're not rare anymore. Dream Prince. Markers. Please help the blind. Kind of funny. Yeah. At least this movie's nice and quiet. It's not crazy, it's not loud, and it doesn't have anybody obnoxious in it. And the little girl's cute, so she's not, obnoxious. Some kid actors are obnoxious in a movie, especially now. Where they try to make her precocious and it's just annoying. Or they have a stupid accent. Not here. There she is. 6 minutes into the movie. Oh, she is so cute. Shirley Temple was so cute. They named a drink after her. Who could be afraid of you? You're so cute. And she could act, even at a young age. Take that, Millie Bobby Brown. You said no words when you were 11 in the first season. She just stared a lot. Kids are so precious. What's wrong with that guy's voice? This is when they used to smoke in the 1930s. Smackers. Yep. See, there's one black man in the entire film. We know. See, she wasn't racist. And he's a Steppenfish character who talks like this. Again, different time, guys. Do not blame me and don't call me woke or... This is the time that this movie was made. It was a different time. That's why Disney didn't have a black princess until 2009. They were so afraid of color, even though color's all around us. Well, Jasmine was technically of color, but that was in the 90s. It was about a horse race. When you gamble, you'll lose. Hey, John Avenger fanboy, this is a comedy drama, huh? How about some comedy dramas we got today? Yeah, because this movie knows what it is. It's a period piece from the 30s. It's not stopping the movie to preach or to be over 3 hours long. Like Sinners is like over 2 hours. I don't know why. And there's an Asian there too. And again, there were stereotypes because again, they didn't know. There was no, you know, there were no black, Asian Americans back in 1930s. They were very rare. Now they're everywhere. You call them a step and fetch, whatever you want to call it. That was the time, guys. Do not blame me. Yep, a beautiful woman with short hair. That checks out. Nice dress. I'm not a big cashew guy. Mm-hmm. They're laughing. She's fascinated by anything. They're laughing because she's a little girl. She's not even supposed to be there. By law, children are not supposed to be in bars, nightclubs, or Dave and Buster's. Even to this day, because they're minors. Again, having a black man in a 1930s movie, that was really rare. And then they did these minstrel shows, which again, I'm not showing that. Because I know how overly sensitive this people are now. I think this was in 1934. Again, a very different time. She's light as a feather. This guy has a weird voice. They have money to just piss away. No. There's a reason they called her one of the greatest child stars of all time. And never had to change her accent like some of the kids actors now for some reason. They're weighing her now. Mm-hmm. Oh, don't you want to just pinch those little cheeks? Oh. Yeah, I still have a lot of old movies because some of these films are hard to find in the wild, especially black and white movies. Because Generation Alpha, they don't care about black and white movies. They watch everything in color. Everything's got to be in color or they don't watch it. Excuse me. Um, yep, and there's another Black Maid. Again, guys, product of its time. Do not say, oh, John likes to watch movies with racism. Again, this was a 30s film. What did you expect? Not a movie filmed in like the last 10 years that takes place in the 30s. No, it was filmed in the 30s and it was made. It was filmed in the 30s and it was released in the 30s at a very hard time. Hmm. 85 cents, that was a lot in 1934. That was a lot. Now that's basically like a tax on everything. 84 cents. Yeah, you get something for like 3.99. It's like 84 cents tax. So everything's got to be up the anus. During the Depression, it was a lot harder than now. Hmm. 22 minutes in already. Hold on, I gotta suck on this. More smoking. I can tell. That'll help my throat after getting all that smoke in it last week. There were so many fires this year and last year. Not a peppermint stick. It's not a peppermint stick. It's outside of a barber shop. Horses get startled easily. Look at that tail. They used to wear fox skins as a thing. I don't know why you would hurt a fox, but I wouldn't wear a fox because I don't hurt animals. I treat them with respect. An animal's skin is not a prize. That poor fox. Next week, they're gonna announce the autograph and photo ops prices for the actors going to Comic Con. Today is San Diego Comic Con, so I'll find out what happened. Today it starts today and ends on Sunday. It looks like the kitchen from WandaVision. Does, yeah. No, that's the Queen of Hearts. What is wrong with this man's voice? She's just a little girl. It's so cute. I don't know why girls cover their face. I don't do that. When people see me crying, I don't have to. I don't have to do this because I want them to see. We're 30 minutes in. I love seeing her smile. I miss her a lot. She died as an adult, not as a kid. She lived a long life. playing. You throw fisticuffs and that's playing? No, that's horseplay. Someone could get hurt. No, trust me, I know there's a lot of people on YouTube that don't like me. It's been so long since I've seen this movie. I don't remember much about it because it's been years. Because during the pandemic, I had to just see whatever movies I can find. And doing podcasts, I have to find whatever movies I have in my collection or films I have digitally or films that I can stream that are available. Yeah. It's already 103. Watchmen. That didn't come. That graphic novel didn't come out until decades after this movie, but it was a period piece. Yeah. Low. Hmm. Yeah, I know. Look at that face. She's getting tired. She's like Lily Loud from the Loud House. She's the youngest. A milk bottle. I remember those. Now milk comes in cartons or boxes. Not really glass anymore. Unless it's like a bottle of Yoo-Hoo or something like that. Yeah, I put myself to sleep too. Good time, Charlie. She looks like Fay Ray. It's not Fay Ray. It's Dorothy Dell, I believe her name is. Because Fay Ray was doing King Kong, one of the greatest movies of all time. It was before this. And I saw King Kong. I did a podcast for the original, I think months ago. And it still holds up. It's a classic. There's a reason why it gets referenced so many times. You can't beat the classics. You cannot. Try to remaking these and try to do them better, you're not going to do it well. When Moana can't even make money, the remake, you know that they screwed up. People just embrace the original more. And while it wasn't flawless, it still had more effort put into it. Also, these black stereotypes don't bother me because again, this was the time that they were around. They were in the background back in the 1930s. Now they're the front center to everything because that's how it is. Times have changed. But even Supergirl barely had anybody of color in the film. They had an Asian girl that was annoying, unlike Shirley Temple, who was never annoying in a film, and that's it. And some black people as side characters and don't do anything. Yay for diversity. The little dress. Look at that little face. A cute little duo here. See, she had talent, man. From infancy all the way to her last film that she did when she was older. Of course, you're a little girl. I have a little sister, so I know what it's like. That was a lot of money back then. Now you have Amazon. You could get dresses there for your little girls. "42 minutes in." At least, at least both of these films are short. Because the Run Pack page, what was it? There's a short film here called The Run Page, but it's like 5 minutes. It's a very short film. It's not long enough to do a podcast. It's playing with toys. That was state of the art back in the 30s. At least this movie has a better ending than what I saw yesterday. Did you hear that, folks? Clothes don't mean a thing. Yeah, especially to certain women. I like her little hat. Again, it's not about the money. Gay win. Doesn't always work, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, that scene was nice and short. Okay, next scene. 47 minutes in. If this was made in 2066, it would have had to force diversity. Yeah, they would have forced it, and they would have forced religious agendas in it throughout the entire film. Because I don't care about Angel Studios, guys. I don't watch films from them. It's not for me. That's why I didn't see Young Washington or any of that, because it's not for me. Because they're going to have preachy propaganda I don't need in a film. That's not entertaining to me. The film's almost over, so it's not very long. Yeah, the main actor in this name is uh, Adolphe Menjau. Mm-hmm. It's 1:20 now. 51 minutes in. And there's no Hispanics or Middle Eastern people in this movie. Just one Asian for like a minute, and like two black people. That's it. That's all you get. There's not everybody is a person of color in this movie. A lot of people were. Audiences loved Shirley Temple from the moment she came on screen in this, all the way to the end of her career or the end of her life, because she was a wonderful woman, girl that charmed so many people. She died in, I think, in the 2010s. Believe me, if I saw Brie Larson look like that, you don't think I'm gonna approach her? Because I do. Hmm. Here's another scene with her. It's not mush. It's a football team, the Chargers. What can I say except you're welcome? Yeah, but there was no thank you. Audiences have spoken with their wallets. They don't want a remake of something that just came out almost a decade ago. Even if a lot of time has passed, you're not gonna do better than the originals. I don't know what that means. Again, I wasn't in the 1930s. Even my parents weren't. I have told the boys to bring Marky back to me. I will keep her until after the race. Then she goes to the cops. Sorrowful. Yikes. Black women are tough, I know. Yeah, that scene ends. See, the scenes don't stay on too long. Nolan doesn't know how to make a short film anymore. Everything he does has to be over 2 hours, over 3 hours. Audiences don't want to wait that long. You have to spend already at least 2 hours in the theater when the movie has ads and commercials in the middle of the film, like right before the film starts. It's aggravating. I'm the king of New York. Hmm. You have to show kids, not tell them. That's what works in storytelling. Italian, not Italian. The I is silent. It's Italian, not Italian. See, kids like visual storytelling. It's what makes them happy. If Elsa just told you what she can do instead of just singing and showing her beautiful dress, kids would get bored with her easily. But they don't because they know love how beautiful she is. That's why kids love the Mario movies because again, they have to show how beautiful the princesses are, and the kingdoms and all the colorful flowers and stars and everything in the game. And of course the Mario brothers themselves. They're role playing. You saw they got knights. This is like medieval times, which I'm gonna go to in a few weeks. I haven't gone in 10 years, so it's been way too long. I like costume parties. I go to them every now and then. That's what Comic Con is to me. It's a nerd kingdom with people partying. Like it's like a giant costume party in a nerd kingdom. That's what it is, and I love it. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I don't make fun of people that wear costumes because again, that's what the convention's all about. Embracing the nerd kingdom and your geekiness. That's funny. Yeah, there's some funny moments in this movie. There shouldn't be smoking. Kids can't breathe secondhand smoke. It's bad for their little lungs. That's adorable. It really is. Oh, this movie has heart. Hold on. Look at that face. So there was a little two black kids, but they don't get dialogue. Again, this was a different time. So you can't say it was hard for people now compared to back in the 30s. In the 30s, they had no rights. They were on screen for like a few seconds or a few minutes, and that was it. Now they star in movies and have comic book movies made on them. So what's the problem? People are always going to be racist when they're closed-minded. I'm not. Hmm. I'm not. I'm cheap for a reason, because I don't have much. I have to just use what I can to get ahead. I gotta save all my money because the convention's coming up. The convention was months away. Now it's only less than 3 months from now. When we get to August, it'll be 2 months away. Dude, you don't look like a fairy. You look like one of the seven dwarfs. He does not look like a fairy. He doesn't have the wings or anything. Uh-oh. Yep, and she fell off, see? It was all his fault. She could have gotten killed. This is what pretty much was the beginning of the end for Christopher Reeve. He fell off a horse and got injured, and he never recovered. He was confined to a wheelchair until his last year of his life. That poor girl, little girl. All for a misunderstanding. This this wouldn't have happened if he just let the horse alone. There's a really good line at the end of this movie. It's something I live by. They abducted him. Well, they had to. The little. Don't worry, she doesn't die at the end. That would have been depressing if she did. Hmm. Well, I've never done that. I have donated blood, so I know what it feels like. I donate blood every year since 2008, so I know exactly what this is like. All this because a little girl wanted to just ride a horse. Yeah, she's a little girl, not a baby. She can talk and walk. This is the serious part of the movie, but she doesn't die. Because normally a movie like this would bum me out, especially like terms of endearment. Yeah, I can't watch that. It's way too depressing. Because blood types are they have to be compatible. I know because I donate every year. I'm O positive. This guy. Mm-hmm. This guy saves her life. Yeah, it's a really heroic thing to do. See, you don't have to wear a cape to be a hero. It's his fault, though, that this happened to her. Because if he didn't scare the horse off, she wouldn't have fallen off the horse and she would have been fine, but no. Yes. No, if I had to do it, I would do it for anybody. I don't care who it is. If they need my blood, I will give because I must. But thanks to me, a lot of people are going to be able to see 2027, especially what I'm going to do in August. It's one of the most heroic things in any Shirley Temple movie. They're doing a blood test. Yeah, this happened in an episode of The Honeymooners, where Ralph was going to give a transfusion to Norton, even though he wasn't that injured. It was somebody else. But yeah, people can't live without blood. I love the line he gives at the end. It's a really, it's a profound line without being preachy or hitting you over the head with it. And I do like that name Steve because a lot of great characters named Steve. Steve Urkel, Steve from Stranger Things. I liked Steve in Minecraft. I know the Minecraft movie. Steve Rogers in Captain America. Yeah, a lot of great Steves. Don't worry, Shirley Temple barely dies in movies because she was a little girl, and they didn't want to kill a little girl off in a movie. They did that in Gone with the Wind, and people were so upset because I'm like, yeah, that's what drives uh, Clark Gable to just leave. He's like, you know what, I don't have a daughter anymore. I'm out of here. You're not worth it. He's like, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. The performances are good in this movie. Yep. A gangster is saving her life. See? Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Oh, I'm happy to be a blood donor. I've been a blood donor for 17 years and I regret nothing. The needle doesn't hurt, guys. If it's good for a good cause, let it happen. It's got a good ending. Yes. He has good blood. Did you hear that, folks? That's a good line. Even Christopher Nolan couldn't make that as profound. I have good blood too, because I'm not sick and I saved a lot of people. Love that little girl. I miss her. Rest in peace, Shirley Temple. See, everybody's happy that that man saved the little girl's life. See, and he didn't save her from a falling building. He because I have good blood. Yes, sir. Yes, that's a profound line. Of course, he would have had to drink some water or some juice or something to, because when you donate blood, you get dizzy. I know, it happens to me all the time. You have to drink juice or eat a cookie or something with sugar in it. Yes, sir. Yes, you do. So do I. O positive. It saved over thousands of lives, and that's the end of the movie. Good movie, man. The ending really sells it, because in the other movie, I don't like that. It's a dodgy ending. It's kind of bittersweet, but this one is like, remember, I have good blood, and that's the last line in the movie. See, you end the movie on a high note, and it works. I know what it's like because I've donated a lot of blood the last 18 years, almost 18 years now. Because I don't use steroids. I don't sleep around with strangers. You know, I want to have good blood. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. A few of you that did. Take care, and tomorrow I'll be doing Now and Forever, the next movie in this 2-film set. It's 83 minutes long tomorrow, so